Good evening, you all. So, day 16 question was a bit hard question, but I received good number of responses from you guys. So, day 16 question was we have a 10 by 10 by 10 cube made up of smaller 1 by 1 by 1 cubes. Hence, we have 1000 smaller cubes which make up a bigger cube. So, we remove the outer layer of the cube and we have to tell how many cubes did we remove to see this answer, to do it in 10 seconds. So as I challenge you guys to do it in 10 seconds, to do it in that amount of time, you need to be a bit smarter about it. So you need to first work up with some smaller examples. Smaller as in you need to work up with some examples which have a smaller number. So let's say we have a 4 by 4 by 4 cube. So let's see if we see this cube from one side. एक side से देख रहा हूँ मैं, as in I'm looking at one of its face. ठीक है, तो this cube looks like this cube looks like this. तो this is a 4 by 4 by 4 cube. ठीक है, तो what happens when I remove the outermost layer of that cube? What does remain? What remains? तो ऐसा सोचो बच्चों कि अगर एक सिमेट्रिकल शेप है उसमें से मैं एक आउटर लेयर हटाऊं, एप्पल में से मैं एक आउटर लेयर हटाऊं तो एप्पल की शेप ही बचती है ना. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि एप्पल की आप बाहर से लेयर हटाते हो तो बीच में से कुछ और बॉक्स निकल आता है, नहीं ना. तो if you remove a layer from the cube evenly, then the inside will remain a cube, correct? Now we have to think what will be the dimension of that cube. तो let's say अगर मैं इसकी outer layer हटा दूँ पूरी, so this is the outer layer, this is the complete outer layer, right? This is the complete outer layer. So if I remove it, what remains is a smaller figure which has a dimension of 2 less than the previous one. So 2 into 2 into 2 is the dimension. So if 2 by 2 by 2 is the cube, so if how many cubes were there in this thing? 4 by 4 by 4 originally. They were 4 for 16 for 64. How many cubes are after removing? There's a smaller cube of 2 by 2 by 2 which many of you guessed it in this way. So that is 8. So how many did we remove? We removed 64 minus 8, that is equal to 56 cubes. So now you can do this question in 10 seconds. So what's the answer to this question? It's 10 into 10 into 10, that is 10 cube. 10 cube minus 1 cube, sorry, minus 1 layer removed. So 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 into 8 into 8, 8 cube. 10 cube into 8 cube which is equal to 1000 minus 512 which is equal to 488. So this is the आंसर. तो सिंपल क्वेश्चन था यार, हमने ज़्यादा कुछ इसमें देखा नहीं है, ज़्यादा कंफ्यूजिंग कुछ नहीं था. हाँ, ऑफ कोर्स इसमें एक ये चीज़ कंफ्यूजिंग थी. इट इज़ अ हार्ड क्वेश्चन बिकॉज इफ़ यू कंटिन्यू ऑन कैरिंग ऑन काउंटिंग द क्यूब्स then you will get lost. But let's see, if you want to calculate it, how do you do it? You do it in a systematic way कि एक साइड पे फर्स्ट आपने कितने रिमूव किए क्यूब्स. यू रिमूव्ड इट्स 10 by 10 by 10 क्यूब. तो एक तो आपने बाहर की एक साइड, कोई भी साइड की लेयर रिमूव कर दी. तो 10 into 10 100 तो ये हो गई, into 2 from the other side also, so 200 from one side from the other side. ठीक है, ऊपर कितना बचा? ऊपर बचा 10 into 8. तो how many? 4 into 10 into 8. 4 into 10 into 8. 4 into 10 into 8 है क्या? Yes, it's 4 into 10 into 8. So 320. 320. But this is wrong, yes. So इसमें क्यों? अब देखो इसमें मिस्टेक सही हो रही है कि मैं डबल काउंटिंग कर रहा हूँ. तो अगर मैं सब्ट्रैक्ट करने लग जाऊं तो आई डू अ मिस्टेक ऑफ डबल काउंटिंग. तो इसीलिए मैं सब्ट्रैक्शन वाला मेथड प्रेफर नहीं करता, क्योंकि वो बाउंड्री केसेस यू काउंट ट्वाइस. तो दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम इन दिस. सो इट विल बी 2 into 10 into 8 and the remaining one will be 8 into 8, I guess. 2 into 8 into 8. Let's see. This is 160. This is what? 8 is 64. 64 to the 128. So yes, 488. See, वी गेट इट. तो ये था मेरा काउंटिंग का मेथड, बट आई वोंट काउंट बिकॉज इट्स नॉट अ गुड मेथड, इट्स नॉट एन एफिशिएंट मेथड. सो एफिशिएंट मेथड वाज टू ऑब्जर्व द पैटर्न कि हमने क्यूब में से क्यूब बाहर की लेयर हटाई तो अंदर भी क्यूब बचेगा. उस क्यूब की डायमेंशन 9 नहीं होगी बल्कि 8 होगी, क्योंकि एक साइड से भी क्यूब हटा दूसरी से भी हटा, सो इट डिक्रीजेज बाय 2. So hence the answer will be 10 cube minus 8 cube. So similarly, if the question was this 13, so the answer would have been 13 cube minus 11 cube. So you could have solved it in, I mean, less than 10 seconds if you know the cubes, of course. But yeah, this is the day 16 question. Let's move on to the question for day 17. So bachcho, day 17 question, let's see what it is. Day 17 question ka first part, it's a very easy part, I'll say. So first part is you have a dark room, okay? In a dark room, there are there's a dark in a dark room there's a box, and in that box there are 11 black socks and 7 red socks. So you go into that room, what do you do then? You go into that and pick up some number of socks and come back. So okay, so what is the minimum number of socks you need to take out so that you have a pair with you? Okay, so that you have a pair of same color with you. So what is the minimum number? What is the minimum number of socks you need to take out? आप अंधेरे में काउंट तो कर ही पाओगे कितनी पिक कर रहे हो, आपको कलर नहीं दिखेगा. आई एम सेइंग कि आपको अंधेरे में सॉक्स को ऐसे इतनी सॉक्स पिक करके लानी कि बाहर आओ तो डेफिनेटली एक पेयर तो हुई. मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ सॉक्स. दिस इज द फर्स्ट पार्ट, वेरी इजी पार्ट. ठीक है. सेकेंड पार्ट ऑफ द डे 17 इज, सेकेंड पार्ट इज देयर इज अ पोल whose height is 31 feet, and there's a snail over it. Okay, and that snail is climbing over the pole, and so snail है बेचारा, slow है, तो that snail is climbing 3 feet daily. रात में सो जाता है, and it falls down, climbs up 3 feet daily and falls down 1 feet daily. So you have to tell me how many days will it take? How many days will it take to reach the top? How many days? Okay, so this is the second part. I think both of the part, the first one is very easy. First is easier, and second is also kind of a mid one. So this complete thing becomes a medium question for all of you, but I think most of you can solve at least the first one, even if you can't solve the second one, though it's a 7th class question, but still it's a bit tricky one. So let's see who can solve it. Thank you.